Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to the Wolfpack News Network, where we go and have a look at what's happening in the Elite Dangerous universe. This week we're going to be having a look at newsletter 133. To start off with, we're going to have a look at this absolutely awesome screenshot, which shows a downed Type 9, and it's got a Federal Corvette, an Imperial Clipper, and a little SRV, just having a look around and seeing what's going on. Turns out that Commander M. Boggy found it, well, basically after reading a distress signal. So that is kind of very interesting. I wasn't even aware these distress signals were really in-game. I've not paid much attention to them myself. But it seems that Christian M on Reddit has posted quite a few of them. I don't know if it's just me, but from what you can piece together by reading these distress signals, it seems to indicate that something's happening that it shouldn't be. And it says they pulled him out. I'm assuming that doesn't mean just standard supercruise, because that's just too easy. Anybody can do that, and that would not need to have a big song and dance about it. They're also talking about that noise. Help us. Oh my god, it can't be. These things are myth. That noise. Now, I do suspect that these are hinting towards an alien contact, because the way they're worded, it seems like it's much more of a big deal than just being pulled out of supercruise by a pirate. So I do think that this is leading towards our first alien encounters, or our first proper alien encounters, because Braben has said that there are going to be more than one alien races in Elite Dangerous, Thargoids and somebody else, but also that he has stated that winter is coming. And to me, that's pretty much clear cut that we are going to be getting aliens towards the end part of the year, perhaps in 2.4. But that's enough speculation on this for the moment. Let's move on. Commander A. Nemo asks, who needs the bubble when you've got a view like this? Now, I've got to agree that is an amazing view, and it's a great view of a nebula. Or a couple of nebulae, in fact. Now, I'm not sure which nebulae these are in the background, because you've got the small black dot in the middle and the big red one, the big kind of red coil at the back. Now, I'm not sure which ones these are, but I imagine it's more over towards the area of Barnard's Loop. I'm not sure. But oh well. Moving on, we have Commander Raptori7 posted this GIF about him and fellow commanders taking down the FSN Thanos. Now, this is an absolutely awesome feat, sending one of these Farragut-class battlecruisers packing, but I do suspect that, as with every other time you do this, another one will be warping in within the next 10 to 15 minutes. It happened quite often within our second war for Onorongo, where we were kicking out Federal-class battlecruisers quite consistently. But within 10 minutes or so, we always had another one jumping back in. But it was great in a way of earning rep for that conflict. But this isn't a conflict, so I'm just really curious as to what's going on. Although we do seem to be hinting towards the Empire coming over here as well. They're going to be big, massive Federal versus Empire wars for technical ownership, quotation marks, of the barnacles. But I'm just really curious as to what's going to be going. But speaking of these battlecruisers, Commander Jad Murdoch took this movie-style poster of one of them, which he uses as a wallpaper, so that's actually awesome. I might actually download that and use that as my own phone wallpaper. Moving on, as you can see that the camo paint pack actually does work on certain types of planets, especially this one here. Still not going to be something I'm going to be going for, because I really don't see the point of camo in space. The best camo you can get in space is pure black, and that's what I'm going to stick with. And moving on, Frontier are happy to announce the expansion into custom merchandise on the Frontier store. They have teamed up with Spreadshirt so that you can go in and customize different items. Basically, you choose what item you want, whether or not you want to have a hoodie, t-shirt, hat, dog bandana, bag, whatever, and then you can go and put whatever logos you want on there, basically supplied by Frontier themselves. So that's kind of interesting, and it's going to basically open up a massively diverse range of merchandise that you can go and create. So that's kind of cool. Moving on, Frontier has gone and shared their summer event season with us. So what we can see is where they are going to be in what months. As you can see, July 16th and 17th, they are going to be in LaveCon in the NAC Birmingham. So that's going on as I am recording this. It's the last day of LaveCon. So I'm looking forward to finding out what the revelations are going to be at LaveCon. They're going to be showing us some big secrets. Then it's not going to be a live event, but it is going to show up on their website after the fact. So I'm really curious to see what this is going to be. In August, they are going to be at Gamescom from August 17th to 21st in Cologne Messe. I think that's how you say it, at least. And that's going to be great. I wish I could go, unfortunately, but I can't. September, they are going to be the Legends of Gaming in the Alexandra Palace in London. That's going to be September 10th to 11th. I would love to go there. They're not quite sure on the date of this, but they're going to be going to EGX yet again in Birmingham. And this is going to be around between the 22nd till 25th of September. So they're not quite sure what is going to be happening there. It says also the venue is to be confirmed. So again, it's not quite certain. TwitchCon is next, and that's going to be September 30th to October 2nd in San Diego Convention Center. Again, I'd love to go there, but I somehow don't suspect I'll be able to. The only two that I really think I would be able to go to is either the Legends of Gaming or the EGX in Birmingham. Both of those would be amazing, although I'd love to go to the Legends of Gaming. It's been a long time since I went to London. Next, the third of the community paint packs has been released in the Frontier store. It is the Viper Mark III Blackjack paint scheme that was designed by Commander Stefanos. So it actually does look quite nice, in fact, although I'll be honest, for my Viper Mark III, I am going to be sticking with my chrome because I just love the chrome skins. And it's now available in the store for £3 only, so not a lot, so it's worth picking up. Now, I have had a strong call from quite a few of you to cover more of the newsletter because currently I don't do all of it because it would make looking at it yourself completely redundant. But that's kind of the thing that a lot of you are going for, but yeah, I'm not going to cover all of it, but I will start covering a little bit more. This time we're going to have a look at the Galnet Focus. First of all, it says that Admiral Denton Petraeus has entered a debate over the deployment of federal battle cruisers even in the Merope system. In a statement, Admiral Petraeus announced that an Imperial deputation, I have no idea what the hell that word is, would be mobilised and dispatched to Merope within the month. So it seems like tensions are running high between the Empire and the Federation. Imperial pilots have made repeated attempts to destabilise the Federal campaign to construct a new outpost in the Segovan system. But despite the pilots' best efforts, the Federation was able to meet the targets and confirmed that the construction of the new outpost would proceed as planned. Okay. Next, the EG pilots have been declared the winner of the second heat of Rise to Power. The third final heat, pilots will have been asked to salvage precious gems, but event organisers have complicated matters by refusing to reveal the precise whereabouts of the salvage site. Pilots have just been given one clue as to its location. Next, the Empire has appealed for exploration data in a hope of finding more of the non-human structures commonly known as barnacles. Bava Blue Travel Systems, on behalf of the Empire, has promised a reward for pilots handing in discovery data to a local station in that system. Now, I could go over the community goals updates, but you can see that quite clearly in-game, so I'm not going to bother here. Now, moving on to the comms chatter, Commander Tokis Vox has demonstrated a flawless landing at waypoint 9 of the Crab Nebula exploration trip. Now, I don't suspect I will be able to actually show this animation in the video, so if I remember, I'll be putting a link to it in the video description. Speaking of flawless, check out the Crab Nebula exploration members of the Hell Yeah Gaming. They recorded some awesome video of them actually jumping out of system and flying around in formation. So that's not bad at all. That actually looks very, very nice. And lastly, but by certainly not least, Drew Wager posted this image on Reddit of his new coffee table. Doesn't that look very familiar to you guys? I suspect that is Pribilov Port in Jonai. But then again, perhaps I am overstating my own faction's importance there. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it and come away somewhat more enlightened about what's happening around the Elite Dangerous universe. I'm Commander Chaos Wolf with the Wolfpack News Network, signing off.